What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live TRIDENTCast. We're still waiting on Mr. Herc Schlagzeuger to get here. He had longer to go than the rest of us. You've made it, ladies and gentlemen, to the internet's #1 best Breath of the Wild chat on the entire internet. We were actually I resized it, so now it's all funky. Hold on. Yes, there's a dude doing a handstand on my background. Get over it. It's my friend Kenny. Whatever.
He's muscly.
He's muscly.
Majestic.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous man.
And he has a heart of gold.
He does. He does.
True.
All right.
He's a hell of a nice guy.
Aki, what do you think of Kenny doing a handstand on my background?
I approve. I agree. He's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, we got Brett Walter from his cave.
Hi.
Brett,
well,
do you
it
have
looks surprisingly like your basement, Ty.
It kind of does, yeah. Do you have an intro phrase for us?
An intro phrase?
Yeah.
Chocolate covered raisins are life.
Theme song. This podcast brought to you by Chocolate Covered Raisins. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live TRIDENTcast. It's the first live TRIDENTcast of 2021. We did it. We made it. We are done with that demon year of 2020. We are here in the much better year of 2021. And we're here together on the internet as it was meant to be. So it was good. It was good to see everybody here. We just actually had practice, and then everybody scurried back to get to the TRIDENTcast as fast as possible. Brett is currently walking around trying to set up his cave as best as possible. Give a big shout out to everybody.
Drums.
Oh yeah, there's drums in there. Big shout out to everybody who's joining us here.
Really weird. I don't know why my sound's being so weird right now.
We got Truffles, we got Metaverse, we got Lucifer, the Dark Lord himself. Victor Trevino is here. Truffles, I think I already said Truffles. We got Larry Davis, Johnny Earls. Hey Johnny. Pants Queen is of course here. Bearman 116 throwing the Michi emojis in the chat, and the Alex Cruz, and Stinky Saki is Stinky Heary. So you've come to the right place if you're looking for either chatting about metal, chatting about Lords of the Trident, or viewing the world's biggest stick-on mustache collection that a single person could purchase from Amazon. You've made it. We've made it here. So
Congratulations, you done it.
I know. I just saw all of you, but how are all of you doing right now?
Not bad.
And what are you guys all drinking? Anything fun?
Oh, I'm doing good, and I'm drinking the same thing as last time. All out, extra dark, stout.
Excellent.
Non-alcoholic.
I've got the Goose Island Matilda. So funny story. I was over at the I was down at the local Hy-Vee, and I was just trying to go buy some ingredients for my hot dish, and they had a beer sale, and they had 6 packs of beers for $5 and $3, and believe it or not, the Goose Island Matilda, which is like usually a 4-pack is, I don't know, 13-ish, 14-ish for for $4.50. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely.
And what is it? Again?
So Goose Island Matilda is a Belgian ale. It's one of their their nicer ales that comes in like 4 packs. Like there's the Matilda, there's like 2 others that come in 4 packs, and it's really great. Yeah, Larry's got the River West Stein, and I think we should open it up by saying congratulations to Larry and Denise. Larry the Steadfast got married.
Woo!
Woo! Hell yeah!
Woo, 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 woo.
And
Congrats.
And Brian and I did a little acoustic accoutrement for his wedding. Brian, you wanna fill him in on what we did?
Little jam sesh, yeah. That was a wonderful sound. Larry and Denise chose some tunes, and Ty and I worked them up and recorded a video of us playing them in the Mobile Rover Twitch continuity. And they were able then to take this video we made and work it into their wedding presentation, which aired a week ago tonight, or last Wednesday.
Yeah, the original idea was that Larry. What?
It turned out wonderfully.
Oh yeah, it totally did. The original idea was that Larry was going to have like a live stream wedding where we were going to do this all live. And then, as I understand it, they got to the venue and they checked like the venue's upload speeds to try to do live streaming, and it was just not happening, not at all. Like, you know, the upload speeds were absolutely terrible. So it was one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, we're not going to be able to stream more than one person at that location. So yeah, they ended up filming the whole thing and streaming it later, and we were part of that wonderful ceremony. And we threw for those of you who are not on the Patreon, we threw all of the songs that we did, all those videos, up on the Patreon with Larry's blessing, of course, up on the Patreon. So if you want to check those out,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and people were really loving them. So yeah. So go to the Patreon, any amount right above my head, patreon.com/SwordsOfTheTrident. Also, I know that we've got some people who are here for the first time watching this live. If this is your first time, there is one simple rule on the Lords of the TRIDENTcast, and that is if you donate anything of any amount at all, it makes us drink. So if you do a super chat, if you send bits on Twitch, the best way to do it is to go to lordsofthetrident.com/tips and put a tip in there. Any tip amount at all, and we will all cheer your name and salute and drink. So there you go. Truffle 85, White Winter Winery's Black Mead. Actually, White Winter Winery is like close to my hometown, if I remember correctly. I think that's up near. I think that's up north there near Superior, if that's the one that I'm thinking of. So.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh yeah. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's so early in the night, and yet we have a cat on stream. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a cat on the stream. Let me get those Michi's emoji. And Pants Queen was 79 bits. Everybody, cheers to Pants Queen. Thank you, Pants Queen. Michi, what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say?
Cheers, Pants Queen.
Oh,
cheers.
Michi's loving it. There we go. Cheers, Pants Queen.
She must be on Twitch. I'm only on the YouTubes right now.
She is on Twitch. Yep. I got both of them. Erg.
I am drinking a nice tall glass of disappointment tonight.
Oh, and Larry the Steadfast. Larry the Steadfast was $5
sad.
to you. To you, Larry.
Yes. Cheers, Larry.
Cheers, Larry.
Cheers, Larry.
Cheers, Larry.
In this glass is Tom and Jerry's mix again. But as much as they shit the bed on Sunday, they're still my guys. They'll always be my guys.
Yeah.
Try again next year.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel every time I biff a note. You know, well, try again next year. Aki, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a 2018 New Glarus Wild Sour.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Breaking out the good stuff.
Yeah. I only have a couple left.
Oh, wow. And Brett, I saw some sort of a contraption. Yeah, tell us about that. What is that?
It's a Yeti can cooler. Man, these things are amazing. They will keep your can cold for literally hours.
So does it place it in some sort of like hyperbaric
Double wall
chamber?
vacuum seal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
But it's super nice, and then it has like a thing just to
It's an anti-koozie.
basically. But yeah, it'll keep it cold forever. But I'm drinking New Belgium Higher Plain IPA.
Oh, very good.
It's all right. It's pretty
I
good.
gained a lot of respect for them actually after we played at the brewery and got to try all the kind of experimental limited edition stuff from the tap that you can't get in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I feel like they overdo the IPA thing. Like that's like their Ranger on Voodoo Ranger. It's like their go-to. I mean, they have tons of different varieties of them. They're all very good. But,
Oh, ladies and sorry, I gotta just interrupt here real quick because we just got someone joining our Metal Army at the $5 level via Patreon. We got Maddie. Thank
Oh.
you, Maddie. Thank you, thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
wow. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Maddie.
much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Thank you.
To you,
Sorry,
to
I'm
you.
behind. Hang on.
No, that's okay. I just
Like-
there-
Like Maddie, your roommate, Maddie.
Maddie.
I don't know.
Sebega.
So no.
Semega.
sounds- With Maddie with a T, sounds like, not a D.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Matti.
okay, my bad. All
So
right.
sorry for butchering your last name, Maddie, with a TI.
Welcome and thank you.
Yes, welcome to the most metal army on the internet. We're here talking cats, we're talking sports, we're talking beers, and we just got, like I said, we just got back from practice. We were down here, 13 miles beneath the Earth's crust, doing a wonderful practice. How many songs we got now that we're playing off of the new record? I'm looking at the board here.
A good amount.
I think,
I was saying 9.
Eight.
7 or 8.
yeah, 7 or 8. Yeah. So we've
What
been
is it, guys? 8 or 9?
We've been-
All I know is they're hard. My arms are tired.
let me grab my glasses so I can see from far away here. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I believe,
8.
Yes, 8 tunes. Yes.
8 tunes. And Brian just dropped a brand new demo on us this evening. Brian, you want to talk about that?
Our record, the new record, which has inadvertently become a concept record, is pretty much done. At least it's conceived, except for the closer, the album closer, which is I've been spending quite a bit of time on because it's got to be good to wrap this story up in proper form. So I presented the first demo of that tonight at practice, and it's I don't really even want to say anything. There's stuff going on. I would imagine that
There's notes, there's time signatures. You got it all,
yep,
really.
There's key signatures. Yeah, I would suspect the dudes kind of have will want to give it a couple listens, or they can just say it sucks right now. I mean, whatevs.
I
I think all of us liked it. Man.
I really liked it. I think it's gonna be for people, for longtime fans. I think this song especially is gonna be one that maybe comes out of left field a little bit, just because of the how complex it sounds. It really comes off. I think Brent, you put it well. It really comes off as kind of more of a almost more on the prog side of things.
I did not say that.
Who
but thank
said
you.
that? That was
That
you?
was me.
Oh,
I
Aki
said it had
that.
kind of like a dream theatery, kind of Fate's Warning proggy vibe.
Yep. The only thing
Is there a ridiculous working title for this one? We didn't hear
Nope.
that.
it was like the end. That was the working title, right?
The end.
Yeah, super ridiculous. Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Track
No,
12 out of 12.
What I mentioned to Ty yesterday is I'm actually also looking forward to him starting to work with this and put some lyrics on it, so I don't have to call it the end
The
anymore or ending song.
Yeah. It's
Usually
gonna
you come up
be
with something.
it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. Just playing all these songs together with you guys. It gives it a different feel. It makes it feel fuller, bigger. Not to say that the demos are not good. It's just like it's different when you play it in person. It really has a lot more of an impact. And so I think if we can translate that to the record, this one's gonna be like one for the ages for sure. So. Larry says special sound effect plans. We are talking about some tracks on some albums. There's going to be some big choral vocals for I wouldn't say a lot, but there's going to be some choral vocals for a number of these songs. We're going to have at least a few songs are going to have some symphonic elements to them. We're still looking at the logistics of renting out AC/DC's like 9 cannons that they line their sets with, and just shooting those off. We'd have to get another trailer, I think, but we could do it. So
The Bavarian cheese whistle will be making an appearance.
Yeah, absolutely. Painted Dreams. The only thing that sucks from you guys should be your vacuums. Very good. I just got, speaking of vacuums, oh my God. Okay, we're going to this is turning into vacuum talk here for a second.
God damn it.
I just got a brand new robot vacuum that the Discord helped me pick out a name for. His name is Lord Flosington. And he cleans up our messes. So he's Lord Florsington when he's doing his job. When he's not doing his job well, he turns a little bit more Cockney, and he's like, "Flosy, oh Flosy, what are you miss your, you don't have your map anymore, Flosy. What are you doing?" And I at some point I'm like, I'm watching Florsy like going around like, "Hey Flosy, what you doing? You old bump and suck? What you doing?" And for some reason I don't think Heidi likes the phrase doing the like relating to the vacuum, of course, doing the old bump and suck. It just, you know, maybe it sounds a little uncouth.
Uncouth. I like it.
Fuck off!
I've got one. I have a robot vacuum, and it's not the sophisticated, smart kind like Lord Florsington. Brett was having none of this.
Yeah, Brett does not want to talk about vacuums.
It's like the dumb kind that just hits everything, and I named him Ralph after Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons, and I put little googly eyes on him, and he just like is a fucking idiot, and it works.
My vacuum has LiDAR on it, so it can it can make a map of my house, and it can make sure that it gets to every nook and cranny. It's got, you know, very advanced technology on it.
Is Aki frozen for anyone else like this?
I think he's just staying still.
Oh, that's just how he is. Okay. It's like, when is Ty gonna shut up?
Yeah, basically. I don't want to talk about his dumb vacuum. Oh, you don't want to talk about Flossie, do you? Well, Flossie don't want to talk about you.
Fuck off!
Fuck off! So yeah, we speaking of non-vacuum related things, maybe Brett will come back. Hey, there you go. See, right when I start talking not about a vacuum, Brett comes back. You know.
I don't know what the hell. My computer is having a panic attack right now. So.
Victor Trevino, thank you so much for the $10, Victor. You are awesome. We love you. Thank you.
Very kind.
Just
Thank
discovered y'all recently. Y'all do some great work. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Vic.
So yeah, speaking of album related stuff, yesterday we got the album pretty much written at this point. And yesterday we did some like setting up for tone, getting Brian all troubleshot with his axe effects and that kind of stuff. And yeah, at the moment we're kind of sort of ready to, you know, maybe in the next week or so to start tracking. So we will hell or high water, we'll have the album out this year. Yeah. It's gonna be good. I don't want to give away too much about the album. All I will say is that the people on the Patreon will be greatly rewarded for being on the Patreon, and that's all I'll say. So, if you are intrigued by that, come to the Patreon. Fly, my pretties.
Yes.
So let's talk about the other stuff we've been doing this month. Started off the month with a bang. On the first of the month, I released my Avantasia the Raven Child cover. Hot take here in the band. Which of the three singers, A, did you like the best in the video, and B, do you think I nailed which of the three do you think I nailed better? So we got Tobias Sammet from Avantasia, we got Joran Landy, the dude with the mustache, and we got Hansi Kirsch from Blind Guardian.
I mostly know them by where you were in the video, like what you were doing. I don't know the singers that well.
Graveyard, backyard in the snow, or trying to get off the couch.
Yeah, so the getting off the couch is definitely the most entertaining one because like Michi was around, I was nailing it. and the mustache. I think as far as singing goes, if I recall correctly, the Graveyard Guy I preferred the most.
Okay.
I think it's been a little bit since I saw it.
I think you emulated Tobias the best, I would say. But yeah, I would have to go with Jorn Landy is the most entertaining. But the scene where you came in as Hansi in your basement when everyone else was gone, that was pretty great.
Sweet. Brian, Aki, any hot takes?
Can't lose with Jorn. I spent in 2009. I spent a month on tour with Tobias when Luna Mortis went out with Ed Guy. So I got to hear him do his thing every night, and it's good stuff.
Oh, is he the singer of Ed Guy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that.
Yep. I think that whole month on the road, I saw him maybe 2 or 3 times. The whole, other than on stage, they kept him pretty secluded and protected for a variety of reasons. Mainly because he probably didn't want to deal with anybody. But
hey, we got $5 from Simon Gifford. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Simon.
Cheers, Simon.
Thank you, Simon.
Michi says
Cheers.
Cheers. Michi's like, don't put me on camera. How dare you? Sweet. Aki, anything to add?
No, definitely. Just from an amusing point of view, the Jorn parts are the best.
I definitely like I like the Jorn parts the best. Jorn actually, I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, I spent a long time trying to get the right mustache for you. What do you think? And he just replied back with a Facebook thumbs up, which
yes, I saw that.
It's like, well, it's something, Senpai Senpai noticed, but I don't know if he actually watched it or not. So
Senpai acknowledged.
Senpai acknowledged, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then shortly before that, we had your solo shred session, Brian. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, that was one more revisit of some more video game music with the accompanying background video. And it overall was pretty good. I had a technical malfunction midway through Double Dragon, which I couldn't fix at the time, but as soon as Ty turned off the camera, I fixed it 5 seconds later because pressure versus not pressure. But overall, it was really good. I debuted music from Chrono Trigger and Dire Docks from Super Mario 64 and Bubble Bobble.
Oh, and Undertale.
Yeah, I've had the Undertale one for a while, but this is the first time I performed the Undertale on one of these because that's hard. Those are hard guitar parts. But yeah, overall, it was a lot of fun. It went well.
Sweet.
And I'm doing my next one for community shares. I forget the exact date. It's a beginning of March
2nd.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tuesday, March 2nd. The interesting thing is, so Brian and Andrea actually found this Community Shares of Wisconsin, this charity, and what it is it's kind of a blanket organization that gives. So if you donate to them, they'll give equally to 60 or 70 plus charities, action groups, nonprofits in Wisconsin, and some of them reach way further than Wisconsin, like say the ACLU or stuff like that. And so we've been raising money for them with a lot of the Solo Shred live streams and a lot of the different live streams that we've done. And they actually reached out to us directly a month or so ago, and they called me up to say thanks, and then they asked if Brian wanted to be part of their official day of giving, which is on March 2nd. So we're going to be moving our Solo Shred session, which is usually the last Sunday of the month. We're going to be moving that just a few days later to that Tuesday so that we can be part of that day of giving. So
yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Scourge asked about Desolation and Cross the Line on YouTube. Yeah, I will. Yeah, apologies for that. I will definitely get to that. I'm gonna actually make myself a note right now to do that. I always had that in the back of my mind, and then other things came up with the whole acoustic album and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll put.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm personally really happy with how both of those songs turned out. It was just one of those things. I think at the time, neither of those songs fit the record per se. With Shadows being overall kind of a darker and more aggressive album. Desolation was a nice like slow counterpoint, but because of the speed of it, it didn't like fit in there quite right. It just didn't feel right. And Cross the Line is just a lot of fun, but again, it's a very major key and kind of 80s pop, 80s rock material. It just seemed a little incongruent with the record, but I'd be fine with keeping it in the live set.
Yeah, a lot of people really like that song.
Yeah,
I remember in North Carolina, the 506 or whatever, we just like played that for our sound check, and like the other
the Mega Colossus.
Were like, what the hell was that? You play that more.
But in a good, what the hell was that? But in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like shocked. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So speaking of other live stream things, right? I've been doing the Sega CD collection live stream every Monday night on Twitch, and that's been super fun. We've gone through a bunch of different games. We tried to do Midnight Raiders. We've last time 2 times ago we did Lethal Enforcers 2, and I tried a hard mode run. The game doesn't have a hard mode, but I made up my own hard mode where I just shoot everybody in the dick. So my and the whole time I'm like, well, shouldn't have crossed Sheriff Dickshot. And that went really well. That was really fun. Right now we're working on we were playing Road Rash. I know Brian, you played Road Rash, right? With all the like Soundgarden and Monster Magnet and the
I never played the game proper, but I played it on like the PlayStation demo disc, that everyone played, where you could be the stupid clown van or the motorcycle.
Oh no! You're thinking of
I'm Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Yeah.
Never mind. I don't know if I ever did Road Rash then. Actually,
I used to play. I think the last Road Rash game I played was PlayStation. I think it was Road Rash 3D.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I think, but yeah.
Yeah, Max Cool said copyright flag Rash. Yeah, like thankfully we haven't gotten any. Twitch has been really kind of cutting down on copyright and stuff like that. So thankfully I haven't gotten any flags yet for the songs on Road Rash. But I've been trying to like stay away from Soundgarden as much as I can because I'm like, okay, that's gonna get me flagged right away. But we were playing it on Sega CD before this whole ban went into effect. And the Sega CD version is just really bad. Like it's just really, really bad. And I was playing it and I'm like, man, I remember this being way better because I used to play it on PC back in the day, back in like the Windows XP days, we'd play it. And so I ended up installing a virtual machine so that I could play the Windows XP version of Road Rash and compare it to the Sega CD version. And yeah, it's way fucking better. So we've almost beat it with the number 1 Road Rashian that you can pick, John Milwaukee. That's his name.
That's right.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
So we did that, and we've been doing that. The big thing is coming up in a couple days on Sunday, on the 31st, in the time slot where you'd normally see the Baron Soul Shred session. So 1 p.m. Central, U.S. time. We are doing Fang Sings the Classics. The return of the first live stream we ever did during quarantine. The first time I did it, I basically just set up a webcam and I hit record or I hit go, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And it went really, really well. And this time it's bigger and better. It's back. We've got special guests. We got the Baron in a Skype window. We got Brittany Slays in a Skype window coming to you. We've got live translations. We're going to be doing 9 different arias. Yeah, and hopefully I don't mess up too bad because I have it on good authority that my vocal teacher will be watching and commenting mean things in the chat to try to mess me up. So
Is your playthrough going back one tick? Is your playthrough of Lethal Enforcers on YouTube or somewhere I could watch?
it's
Because
just on Twitch. Yeah, just on Twitch.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
What I remember from that game, and it just had a lot of fun with it, is I never had it, but one of my buddies in school had it, and we'd go over, like, I'd go over to his house after school and we'd play it. And all I could think of was like how all the bad guys on the original one looked like the Beastie Boys from the Sabotage video.
Oh yeah.
So that's all I could think of whenever I do it. And other than that, it was like the policeman coming out and going, "Put your hands up!" And like my buddy just shoots him right in the back. "Put your hands up!" Like doing that every single time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, God, it's like they look just like the Sabotage video. Which, if you haven't seen the Beastie Boys Sabotage video, you need to watch that.
Oh yeah, that's
a classic.
That's required.
One of the best of all time. Yeah.
Yep. So so that's coming up on Sunday. Don't miss it. We are again raising money for Community Shares of Wisconsin. 75% of everything that we raise on that live stream is going to charity. So make sure to get there. I'm planning on doing something where it's like if I like biff a note, you know, if I go like or something like that, maybe I'll like donate $50 of my own money to keep me from messing up. Yeah, Larry, I was gonna ask you if by PBA you meant you meant bowling, because I was like, is that the bowling championship? But yeah. So yeah, two other quick things, and then I want to get to obviously America's favorite segment on the podcast. But two real quick things. We actually, believe it or not, made our year-end YouTube subscriber goal at the end of 2020. Not only that, we also hit our Patreon goal for the end of 2020, which honestly, I didn't think either of these things were going to happen. Because 2020 was such a real shit show, basically. But you guys came through, which is absolutely amazing. We hit 10,000 subscribers. We're at like 10,342, I think, at the moment, which is absolutely nuts. I'm just over the moon about it. And yeah, and we had our year-end Patreon goal. So thank you guys so much for all the support this year during the shittiest year with like no live shows. I'm just glad we were able to continue to like do live streams, hang with you guys, do all that sort of stuff. All right, enough of me blabbering. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what you came here for, and it probably wasn't us. It was the #1 requested content piece of content here on the Lords of the TRIDENTcast, the one, the only, Aki's cat picture of the month. Boom shakalaka. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Aki, tell us about this wonderful cat.
So I kind of feel like feel like Brent, like, without knowing anything about photography, I feel like this is a really nice picture.
I agree.
Oh my god, the colors, like the contrast, and so crisp. Even though normally what did you say?
The eyes pop.
Yes, like normally I'm more of a green eyes person, and I don't know if you'd describe these as like amber maybe or copper, but like the eyes on this gray cat are so amazing, and just like, oh, and what I love is like, so I guess this cat's name is Lux, which is Latin, I think, for dark or night, and
light.
Yeah, light. I'm so sorry. Opposite, yes. Lux, yeah, light. Sorry about that. But he has a sister named Nox, which is the opposite, which is night. And the sister is actually white. So I thought that was really funny.
How do you figure out like the family history of these cat pictures from the internet?
So I tend to do a good amount of research, and there's only so much you can do on Reddit, but if I really like a post, I mean, obviously I love the comment section.
Mhm.
Oftentimes the comment section is gold, but I will actually often click on the username and look at their past submitted posts. And so this person actually had a picture of this brother and sister. And yeah, it's really funny. The brother is like dark gray and the sister is like whitish. And the person for fun actually like named them opposite for what their colors are. And I thought it was really funny, Brent. I thought of you because the person that posted this also posted in like the photography subreddit of like what is a good beginner camera, and I think they got like a used Canon D7 or whatnot.
Nice. That's some good sleuthing, Aki.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Larry,
you.
Larry just gave us $5. Drink to Gray Cats.
Oh,
So let
thank
us
you,
all.
Larry. Yeah.
Larry,
I'll drink to Gray Cats.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And like gray is my favorite color, but I normally like regular tabbies. But it's kind of cool if you look at this picture, you can even see the tabby pattern, which is covered up by gray. Like you can see little bits of the characteristic M shape that tabbies have, on their forehead. But anyway, I thought, we're like in the heart of winter right now, and I love how like dark this picture is. Like this cat could totally be in Dark Souls. So
Oh yeah, it's got a very boopable nose too, right there.
it does, and I really like booping people who are really serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really like
knocking down
like,
a peg.
right. I remember once I was with a really serious girl and I booped her nose and she was like, "What did you just do?" And I'm like, "I booped your nose." And it's always funny to boop people who are like really grumpy or serious.
Yes.
And then she kicked you in the balls.
Not quite, but yeah.
Well, Aki, thank you for that wonderful cat picture of the month.
Indeed.
Now let's go to the second most requested. We're going right back to back, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. We're not wasting any time. It's you better, Brett. Brett, what better you do?
Okay.
Well done, gents. Well, I was like trying to think about what to talk about, and I didn't have anything, and then all of a sudden it snowed like crazy yesterday. And I remembered how much I loved having a snowblower in Wisconsin, and now I don't. And now I hate it.
Yeah.
Do any of you have a snowblower that have driveways?
I do. And let me tell you, we just had a pretty decent snowfall. I'd say we had like maybe a foot and a half, something like that. So it was pretty good, but it was nice and light and fluffy. And my dad found, he's a very like tinkerer, fixer upper kind of guy. Many years ago, he found this snowblower that was kind of working, and he's like, "Here, this mostly works." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And I ended up opening it up myself and fixing some of the parts inside, and now it works great. But it is like massive. It is gigantic. It is, it's one of those snowblowers that you're like, "Yeah, this is a real snowblower for a man." All right. But I will tell you that one of the best things, and I think really honestly the only reason to actually own a snowblower is to get up early whenever it snows. To get up early, to blow out your driveway, and then before anything else can happen, you like go across the street and you blow out your neighbor's driveway. And my favorite part about that, and you get like I did 4 different neighbors this time, and my favorite part about that is, and this is a very Wisconsin thing, but every single time they'll be like, you'll be almost done with their driveway, and they'll be like clearly still in their pajamas, like opening up the door and like trying to put their coat on and like, "Oh, I can help." And I'm like, "Ha ha, gotcha, fucko." Yeah.
You show them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nice the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm so nice you won't even be able to do it. Oh, Red Ninja chipping into the Brett's new snowblower fund. Thank you. Thank you.
Red
Ninja has
Brett's
been
tip.
he's been gifting subs left and right on the Sega CD stream. So thank you so much for that. But yeah, I like, for me, it's like, why even own a snowblower if you're not gonna go around and like be super Midwest nice and clear out your neighbors?
Yeah, I totally get that. And Truffle's right. Shoveling is good exercise, but I hate it for some reason. I don't know why. I just hate it. And to each their own. I'm sure some people prefer shoveling over snowblowing, but after having one and then not, it's like, no, I like snowblowers.
Well, you tend to have like back things too.
Yeah, exactly.
And if shoveling's going to do anything, it's going to ting you in the back, like the lower backs.
Oh, very much.
So it kind of checks out.
Our good pal Groot just cheered 69 bits. Nice. Thank you, Groot. Cheers to you.
Thank you.
I shovel. I don't have a snowblower, and I've been putting my like weightlifting belt on while doing it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's actually not a bad idea at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just put on a podcast and shovel for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, Ty, that you don't have a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have a sidewalk?
I do not have a sidewalk. No.
Oh, you bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have for those of you who don't know, who don't live in snowy climates, if you have a sidewalk out in front of your house, you are like legally obliged to clear it. And if you don't clear it, you could actually get fined by the city for not clearing your sidewalk. So you have to. You can't just be like, I'll get it done tomorrow. It's like, nope, you got to get it done today.
Yep. Yeah. That's me.
So, yep, that's if you live in Wisconsin, from a very biased opinion, you better get a snowblower.
And that has been
That was the comically bad I was hoping for.
Yeah.
See, I really think that we just aim to do that segment, so we see how you guys do that little duet every time.
I mean, when we do it like digitally, it's gonna be bad no matter how we do it, but when we do it live, it's a 50-50 shot where we might actually get the harmony,
But that's the real content there.
And if we don't do it, we'll be like, try it again next year.
Is it 50-50 because one of you always does it right and one of you always does it wrong? Or
it's always Brian. Brian does it right, and I do it wrong.
Okay.
So a few other things that have come out this month that I can just gloss over here real quick. Came out with part 1 of the DIY how to make your own music video. So I've had a lot of requests for this because we've been making a lot of videos over quarantine, and people have been like, "Oh, how do you get it to look like that?" Or what kind of video equipment should I buy to start? And so I made a 3-part series that'll take you from start to finish, pretty much everything you need to know how to make a music video look good. And part 1 is out right now. Parts 2 and 3 are on the Patreon. So if you want to see them right now, you can pledge any amount and see them. Otherwise, those are going to be coming out probably by the end of February. We're going to space them out quite a bit so that, part 2 is going to come out in, I think, the middle of February, and then part 3 is probably at the very tail end of February. So, yeah, so we got that going on. Other things that are coming out that are very exciting. It was going to come out this Friday, but I figured it was going to be too close to Fang Sings the Classics. We did a power converter cover, vocal cover of Glint by the band Fellowship out of the UK. The Alex Cruz, who is in our Twitch chat right now, helped with the drone filming of that one, and we actually kicked up a herd of deer like while I was majestically walking through the Ice Age trail. Big old herd of deer, which was really fun. So that's in the video. It looks very majestic and Disney, herd of deer running away in like slow-mo. And speaking of Fellowship is coming out with a brand new album, and they're dropping their first single from the brand new album on the 1st of February. So watch out for that. That's going to be...
Aha!
Sorry.
What were you going to say?
I was wondering if it was a full-length LP.
Yes. As far as I understand, it is going to... I've been talking to Matthew, the singer, and it is going to be a full-length LP, as far as I understand.
Yes.
So, so it's going to be really, really cool. I love their EP, and the second I saw their Can You Feel the Love Tonight music video, I just reached out. I'm like, yo, us costume metal bands got to stick together. Like, let's be friends, So they seem like really cool guys. I
suspect if we ever met in real life, we should be getting on fabulously. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if chatting
we'll
over
share Febreze.
If chatting over Facebook is any indication, then yeah, we'd be absolute best friends immediately. So that's coming. That's going to be coming out the first Friday of February. Is going to be our glint cover, right on the tails of their brand new single. Also coming out at the end of February. Speaking of friends, I also did a Power Converter cover of Green Death's "Manufacturing Evil." Evil. That was an interesting video to film because I tried to do I'm not really like much into like the horror aesthetic, in terms of like music videos, like the Slipknotty, oh ooh, I'm all creepy, watch out, ooh, it's fast motion. But I decided to give it a go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brent's got it.
The straight jacket.
Yeah, straight jackets. Yeah, exactly. So that's not really usually my style. But I've never shot anything like that before, so I did that, and that is also up on the Patreon for anybody pledging any amount. So if you want to see it, just pledge $1. You can see both of these videos right this second. So
you nailed that one compared to like the original video. You did pretty damn good for a guy sitting in his basement.
Well, thank you.
Seriously.
Lords of the Trident, pretty damn good for some guys sitting in Ty's basement.
That's our tagline.
Yep.
I also
that's the sauce right there.
Also, speaking of Fellowship, I'm sure all of you have already seen it, but we did a power metal opera battle with Matt from Fellowship and John from Judicator. We did Mozart's Un'ora Amorosa, which of course the Baron is in, and Brian actually helped me kind of reharmonize some of the vocal parts. That was a while ago. It feels like it was a while ago, right? That we kind of came up with all those parts.
Yeah, we shot my footage for that.
Mm-hmm.
The same day we did. I'm sorry if I'm giving away like trade secrets here. But we shot that footage the same day we shot the Unleash the Archers.
Yeah,
where I went down in the ditch. But so yeah, that was November, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's why it seems like a while ago, because it was 2 months ago. And is 2 months really 2 months, or is it 2 years, or is it 2 hours?
Who knows?
We don't know anymore because quarantine has ruined the construct of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's we got that done. A lot of people are digging that one. It's very sexy. It's very sensual. There's a lot of there's Matt and his cat and a hat. There's me in front of a fire reading a weird sex. Oh, okay. So here's the story. That weird sex book that I'm reading in that video. If you haven't watched it, go watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm reading this book called Sexual Healing with Yin and Yang. And when I bought this house, okay, I mean, whenever you go into a new place, like you rent a new place or you buy a house or whatever, you're always looking around for like the weird shit that the previous people left behind, right? The first thing that I found, was in this room that I'm in right now. It was not previously finished, but up in the rafters, there was an old VHS tape. And I pulled it out of the rafters, and I'm like, oh,
I love this story.
It's going to be homemade porn. And on it, it said Dream Theater live at Budokan. And I'm like, okay, right. Quote unquote, Dream Theater, quote unquote, live at Budokan, sure. And I popped it in, and I watched the whole thing. I grabbed my VHS player. I watched the whole damn thing. The whole goddamn thing was Dream Theater live at Budokan. There was no like creepy sex tape shoved in the rafters. Why was it in the rafters?
Why did he not want his wife to find out that he was watching Dream Theater?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great video, at least.
And so the one thing that we did find, the one weird thing that we did find was in the garage on top of a pile. Actually, it might have been under. I think it was under a pile of like replacement roofing tiles was this book, Sexual Healing of the Yin and Yang, and it still had the 75-cent sticker on it from like, the used bookstore where the guy bought it. And it is, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like Kama Sutra sort of stuff, but it is full on like photos of, of banging. And there are all these different, like they show all of these different positions, and there are some positions that are just logistically improbable.
He didn't say impossible.
No, not impossible, improbable. Hey, Bearman 116 donate $10. Cheers to you, Bearman.
Bearman.
The one
Bearman.
The one that is the most logistically improbable. I look, I'll show this to you guys, and you'd be like, no, there's absolutely, like, one guy's doing a handstand, and the lady's like, 3/4 of the way, like doing like a bridge, and
Is that the autumn dog?
Yes, the autumn dog, and
Of course, Aki knows.
Yeah,
No, now whenever I hear the combo of autumn and dog, I like chuckle a bit.
yeah. So there's a big asterisk on this position, and it says, can only be performed by a man with a very long or very curved penis.
oh my god.
So that's what we found.
Let me get old Scimitar Willie on the phone
I
real
was
quick.
just thinking his dick will have to be shaped like a scimitar.
So that was the only weird thing we found. But that is what I am reading and writing my lyrics on in that video. So if you haven't seen the video, go check that out. We had a question from Larry. You ever think of doing any classic covers, like maybe Fate's Warning, for example? So Larry, the Power Converter was originally my original idea for doing Power Converter was that I was going to try to do only bands that we had like direct relationships with, that were like in the US, like US and Canada, the North American power metal community. Because there were all these songs from all these bands that we tour with and hang around with and are fans of, like Green Death, like Unleash the Archers, like Mega Colossus, like, and so I really wanted to try to keep it to more of the bands. I don't want to say unknown bands, but like, everybody and their brother has done a cover of like a Judas Priest song or an Iron Maiden song or a Dio song. And I didn't want it to be like just that. I wanted there to be a bit of a twist to it. And I know I did Avantasia. That actually came out of the Drunken Quarantine Karaoke, where I did that for like, one of the hardest levels. And then I'm like, as long as I already prepped this, I might as well just try it for real and make a cover out of it. I really just wanted to buy a expensive fake mustache. That's the real answer.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay. Stinky Saki said, "Hey Aki, how you doing?"
I saw that and was trying to ignore it.
Standard hockey.
Yep. While Brian is gone, I can show off. We did get some sports related stickers. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the Burn It Down with Fire baseball T-shirt design on a golden sticker with red ink. So it's kind of hard to see. But this, if you buy anything at all off the online store, you get like 500 stickers that come with your order, and this is going to be one of them. So.
Complete side note, I thought it'd been really funny if, like, we heard when Brian said I'll be back in a minute, we heard a toilet flush like 5 seconds later.
Like really
I thought he
loud.
was gonna go try.
Exactly.
I thought he was gonna go try the autumn dog.
Oh man. All the owners of my parents' house left behind was miles of shag carpeting. I mean,
Ty, you had shag carpeting, didn't you, in your house?
No, our carpeting is not specifically shag. It's a little fluffy, but it's like shag carpeting is something else.
Yeah.
I mean, something else. So,
Man,
I still have memories when the Aki Shibata Memorial Guest Bedroom.
got a big Brian face there.
Oh, I didn't want any of that 70s carpeting.
Oh my.
Pants Queen, would you say it's shag adjacent? I would say it's like Shag Junior. You know, that's what I would say.
Shag
Man,
adjacent.
I didn't find anything like weird or I don't know, anything weird in this house. Now I'm kind of upset.
I mean, maybe you just haven't searched hard enough.
I guess.
Now
I guess
I
there's
wanna,
some
like-
spots, but
Now I really want to hide a random concert DVD in like an air duct if I ever like leave a house or
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I did that in
100%.
I did that in my last house when we remodeled my basement. I put like this picture of me in the wall. I forget what it was, like this weird like stupid picture of me. I like put it in one of the walls, and I hope to God someday they tear it apart and find it.
Oh my God.
Who is this?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Why is he in our wall?
Right.
The other two things that happened recently that I can talk about here is we actually had a couple people do reactions to our Britney Slays opera to the Brindisi with Britney, and we had a dude who's actually like a classical voice teacher react to it, and all of the reactions have been really great. Gone over very well. The dude that react to it was Ken Levine, and he liked it. So yeah, it's been really good. That almost has 40,000 views right now, which is nuts, absolutely nuts. So
I'll have to check that out.
yeah. Also, speaking of Power Metal Opera battles, I can sorta kinda announce a little bit that there is the distinct possibility. We've been in contact about this. We've been talking about this, that our next battler for the Power Metal Opera battles will be the singer from Manimal. And if you guys haven't checked out Manimal, you got to check them out. They were, when I saw them at Prog Power in 2018, and they were easily my favorite band of that entire weekend. All 4 days, they took the cake. So yeah, Manimal, the singer, is very likely going to be our next guest. I also have the singer from the band Traveler on deck for a Power Metal Opera battle, and I'm also talking to Taylor from Paladin about doing another one for Power Metal Opera battle. So there's going to be more opera coming your way very soon.
I wonder if Manimal had to pay $20,000 to play a Wednesday morning pre-show slot. I probably shouldn't be saying that in public. Either,
Oh no! You could definitely. I've said that in public before. Hey, Larry donated $5. He said, "Drink for fun. I shall."
For fun, all right.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Congrats to Larry and his bride Denise.
Yeah. So what Brian is alluding to here is that, and I'll just keep this short, but we were offered a slot to play Prague Power in 2014, which got I emailed them back and said yes, we'd love to, and the email got lost, quote unquote, lost, which you and I that does not happen. We all know that doesn't happen. That's just convenient excuse for people to like drop the ball. They're like, oh no, I must have lost your email. So this particular promoter promised next year we'll put you on. Well, next year came and he's like, oh, something came up. I gotta put you to 2016. Well, 2016 rolls around and he goes, oh guys, I have bad news. Gloryhammer bought your spot out from under you. So yeah, we got to push you to 2017. And it was like, look, just forget it. Like, whatever. I later find out Gloryhammer did not buy our spot. And this particular promoter never talked to the rest of the people running the festival, even about us at all. So I think he was just kind of blowing smoke. A good friend of ours knows him and basically kind of started to, ask what would it take to get Lords of the Trident on Prague Power. And this particular promoter texted him and said $15,000, and not to Prague Power, but if we paid him directly $15,000, we would be able to play Prague Power. To which, of course, we said no because that's a car. So, and anyway, so yeah,
and not Prague Power proper, but like a Wednesday afternoon pre-Prague Power side stage bullshit thing. Yeah.
So
right.
But oh, Johnny Earls, $5. Oh, I gotta get another beer.
Johnny.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank
Good night, Johnny. You are the best, sir, ma'am. Ma'am. Johnny, we gotta get down to Memphis. We gotta play with you guys. Oh man. I'm gonna get another beer. Everyone, talk about a topic of your choosing all at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Base.
So
Man,
a while since we talked
Smash
about
Brothers
Pac-Man.
has been so much fun. I just want to keep doing it.
What'd you say, Aki?
I thought we were supposed to be talking at the same time.
Loud noises.
Oh, damn it, I couldn't hear him again.
Okay, never mind. You don't want to hear it.
Did you say texture?
No, it's cool. You don't want to hear about this story.
We love Aki stories.
Aki,
Yeah.
what
All right,
story?
all right,
what
cool.
story don't we want to hear about?
Okay, so pachyderms. Been a while since we talked about them.
Okay.
Rhinos, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Hippos, horribly violent, kill lots of people.
yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know if you've heard about this. So Pablo Escobar, huge drug lord and whatnot. And, in the 80s, kind of like at the height of his power, he's just like, man, I got a lot of fucking money. I'm going to do crazy shit. I'm going to buy a bunch of animals from around the world. And so he like imported some hippos, the creatures that like kill a bunch of people every year. And Pablo Escobar died in 1993, and I was listening to this on NPR just the other day, and the Colombian government, they took a bunch of the other animals that he had like in his like Noah's Ark estate or whatnot, but they didn't take the hippos, which are really fucking large, they're like 4,000
and violent.
and violent, right? Exactly, and they shit everywhere, and anyway.
I would make an argument that they're pretty adorable as well.
Right. I think Ty, you remember when we played that great video of the hippo shitting and it was like Notorious B.I.G. playing in the background? But anyway, so the Colombian government left the hippos to their own, which great idea, right? But now the hippos, turns out they really like to fucking breed. And now it's estimated that there's close to 100, and they love the Colombian lowlands. And it's not sub-Saharan Africa, but they're doing great. And now there's a shit ton of hippos, and they've broken free of Pablo Escobar's former estate. And now they're like ruining the countryside, eating vegetation, and their feces are killing fish in the rivers and whatnot. And they're really hard to also like sterilize and whatnot. Like they're really fucking giants. I'm sure you have to like shoot them with a bunch of darts, you know. And so anyway, it's really funny. There's a crap ton of hippos now in Colombia.
What about the pachyderms, though?
Well, hippos are pachyderms.
Yeah, hippo.
Yeah.
But I mean, like hippos kill lots of people every year, don't they?
Yes, I believe they're the number one killer of like humans. They're like the number one animal that kills humans in Africa.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, hippos might be cute, but they're not to be trifled with.
Oh no, I mean like they're so freaking huge, and I think they're very territorial, especially. And I think a lot of times they're just under the water, and so humans and boats and whatnot, piss them off.
500 people per year in Africa, according
Wow.
to the BBC.
That's actually cool. That's a lot.
Yeah, hungry hippos, hungry for blood.
Aki, I'm surprised that you just heard about this now, because like Vice did a special on the Pablo Escobar hippos like 6 months ago, I think.
Oh really? Yeah. No, I just heard it on NPR the other day, and I wasn't aware of the Pablo Escobar, the hippos thing. I didn't realize they had expanded so much in Colombia. It's crazy. They say like their population might top off at like 1,000 or 2,000, which I find hilarious. Boy, now I really want to have like a video of like hippos like destroy.
Uh-oh.
What happened there?
I guess the hippo destroyed him.
Oh my god, a hippo tripped over the thing.
Hippo busted into his apartment and busted him up. Chewed off the internet connection.
Mackenzie in the chat, Brett's wife said, Brett said if I were an animal, that I'd be a hippo. So that's
okay. I have to defend myself here.
You're going to be sleeping on the couch tonight, buddy.
Hey, she's accepted it because I think hippos are cute. Like you look at baby hippos, they're like one of the cutest things you'll ever encounter. But then the like harshness, the deadly side of them, like she's a badass woman. No. So it's just like if you piss her off, like things aren't going to go good for you. So that's what I'm just saying. Like
how would you know this, Brett?
I have no idea.
By calling her a hippo.
But no, it's like super cute, adorable. But then like also like serious like attitude, and like you don't want to piss her off, but still like a sweetheart on the inside.
I'm so glad that you didn't mention the fact that they fling their poop with their spinning tails.
Yeah, it's not a perfect comparison, but
question for Mackenzie in the chat: have you ever flinged your poop with your spinning tail?
Oh jeez.
Sorry, Mackenzie. Oh.
Well, here's a band van conversation that I think we could probably bring up is at some point we stumbled upon the question of if every member of Lords of the Trident was an animal, what animal would we be? And why? That's a conversation we've had in the band van a couple times. So and Aki is usually ringleading this one too. So I will give it back to him.
Oh man, it's hard because I think like we've all changed and grown as a band. Like I remember way back when, like they were interesting. I remember Ty was like a bear, but not like a mean grizzly bear, but like a black bear that's like friendly around humans and likes to eat food a lot and honey.
Yeah.
And Brent, like I remember this was all the way back in like 2011 or 12, back when you'd get high a lot and then you were a sloth.
Yeah.
Elliot was really funny. He was like a peacock or a male lion, because like peacocks like they have the plumage the plumage. I don't know how you say it, but
plumage,
plumage and whatnot. And like the male lion, like they don't actually do much hunting, but it's kind of like the Elliot not lifting any equipment and whatnot.
They don't do the hunting, but they look good.
Show.
Exactly.
Yeah, and no, it's definitely. I feel like things have changed a bit. Oddly enough, I feel very confident about what Brett is, and Brett is like a dog, like a golden
Yeah.
retriever or Labrador retriever, like a very friendly, happy-go-lucky dog. Yeah.
I have heard that multiple times. So
Yeah, so if there are any furry artists that are in our chat right now, like feel free to just go gangbusters on this. Send us some
Oh,
fan
God.
art.
And wasn't Brian like a hawk or a falcon or something or an owl?
Oh, Brian, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we said owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian's pretty wise.
Yeah.
I can spin my head all the way around.
Stays up late.
Aki, I would agree on. I guess I would agree on the bear aspect. I personally, and Heidi and I have had this conversation. I personally think I'm more of a raccoon because I'm a bit pudgy and I eat a lot of garbage.
Trash panda.
And I guess both raccoons and brown bears, kind of like you being with a triple black belt, is like they can be dangerous.
Right,
If you
right.
rub them the wrong way.
I'm not a third degree black belt yet. I'm going to be testing this year. So
Yeah.
I'm supposed to test next year. You know what the weird thing is? And I was telling was I telling you this or Brian this about the next level?
Yeah, you said like once you like get this belt, like you become called master, and
Yeah,
only
so-
then can you like fight your master in Shao Kahn and win.
Yeah, exactly. So right now I'm a second degree black belt. This year I'm going to be testing for third. If I make third degree black belt, my next test, which will probably be bare minimum 5 years, will be for fourth degree this is in Taekwondo, which is the rank of master. So that's weird.
Wow.
And then that's when I get the invitation to the yearly Bloodsport. That the movie that Jean-Claude Van Damme is in is based off of.
Just
Yeah.
make sure that one guy doesn't throw sand in your eyes.
Oh, I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All you have to do to win this belt is bench press a pickup truck while laying on a bed of live cobras.
I am actually. Brian jokes about that, but one of the things that we do for our tests is we have these things called mental disciplines that they look kind of ridiculous, and they are kind of ridiculous. For my first degree black belt test, I had to take off my the top of my uniform, so I was shirtless. I had to lay down on a bed of nails, and then they broke a cinder block on my chest with a sledgehammer. And for my third degree black belt test, I have to do that. It's 2 cinder blocks, and they put katanas in between the cinder blocks in my chest. So it's bed of nails, me, 2 katanas in like a little box thing so they don't flop over, but they're like poking into my chest. 2 cinder blocks, sledgehammer. I'm really excited for this. This is gonna be some sick footy.
oh my god.
Yeah.
5th degree's autumn dog.
Checkmate.
Aki, we said that your persona was what, like a rat?
Yeah, I like a rat because they're like smart, but they're also pesky.
Do they startle easily? 'Cause-
Yeah, they definitely do.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
think that's important.
Yeah.
So
We could-
if Brent used to be a slop, where is he at now?
That's
We had
really
trouble
hard.
with that.
Like,
Yeah. Let's put that. Hey, I want to throw that to the chat. Chat. What is Brent's current persona? Let us know in the chat. But Aki, go ahead and speculate because it's a 15-second delay. So go ahead and speculate.
I think it's hard because like I feel like Brent, no matter what he does, kind of like you, Ty, he's really good if he puts his energies into it. Like no matter what, whether it's photography or weightlifting or bass, like whatever he puts his energies into, he gets really good. He's also like, I wouldn't say like antisocial, but like
A loner.
He's a man of like not many words and is okay being on his own. So it'd probably be an animal that is not really a big pack animal. So it is a hard one.
I'm gonna put this out there, and I think because you also got the fitness in there. I think more of like a horse type of. Horse is coming to mind right now, at least, because they're super smart. They can definitely be by themselves, but like are sociable enough to like be able to get along with people and have fun with people. But yeah, kind of.
And you can train them to do things.
Exactly, and they retain well.
Huh.
We got a couple of
very trainable, Brent.
We got a couple of we got a couple we got a couple of answers in the chat. The majestic moose. We got leopard. We got centaur.
Maybe Brent would be like a large cat. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
That was gonna be my other suggestion.
I was gonna say
as well.
I mean, like, you know, my initial thing was like snow leopard, but they're so rare and like you never see them. Like we see Brent all the time.
Yeah, I could see him being.
No,
like
I actually I kind of like snow leopard.
Snow leopard? Okay.
I kind of like it because I think I think Brent is and I say this with admiration, but he is super rare. I've never met anyone quite like him, and to many people he is very rare. We see him all the time, but I don't think a lot of people get to.
I'll say all these things are true. I don't disagree with any of them. So snow leopards, the kind that like hang out in the tree branch a lot of the time because I'm, despite being fit, very lazy. So I'm hoping.
No. They're mountainous, and it's very difficult to photograph them. So much like you.
I'll take it.
And they love Culvers. So
yeah,
we love Culvers.
Like cats, like, if they were humans, like they would be lazy, but they would also like do drugs and fuck a bunch.
Wow,
dude, you get catnip. We got this new catnip pillow at our house, and my cats have been going insane, just like serious drug addicts. It's nuts.
So
how
I just
does it work?
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to remind the chat real quick, just for any of the fan artists out there. We've got rat, dog, snow leopard, bear, or possibly raccoon, and owl. So go nuts. Send us your drawings. We'll put them up on the website, as long as they're not, as long as they're PG-13 or less. Anyway, sorry. Catnip pillow.
You were saying something, Brent?
I was just curious how that works. Like, it's like a pillow that you fill with. You have to refill continually.
Well, they have ones that you can refill, but I don't know. It came from the vet. It's literally tiny, but these cats love it. They've been going insane, and like one of our cats really doesn't react to catnip that well or that much, and she was just going nuts with it. So yeah, I agree with the drugs, and I can't attest to the whole fucking situation, but I would only assume.
Wow, this has been a really productive TRIDENTcast.
I mean, like, cats are kind of like, to an extent, they're pretty hedonistic. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, like they're impressive and they're athletic, but like they like to sleep in their sunbeam. They like to eat. They like to fucking play around with their prey. They fuck. They do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They fuck with their spiky dick.
We've all the genital situation on cats is interesting. That maybe we shouldn't get into too much in the TRIDENTcast here. But I will say, like, if Heidi and I have said this before, if we get reincarnated, like, man, cat, like a house cat, like, man, you just hang around, you get fed, you get pet, like, man,
knock shit off tables.
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
Fuck shit
and
up.
then go take a nap
for 20 hours.
I have this thought that one of my cats continuously pretends to be like ill or have some sort of ailment, so that like we have to take her to the vet, and every time there's like not much wrong with her, so she's just like costing us money for no reason. Like, It's happened multiple times now.
Is it like drug-seeking behavior?
No, it's like nothing really. She doesn't get anything out of it. But like, yeah, there was a whole snafu today, and that's just like.
Truffle 85 says a few drinks in and the conversation goes some weird places, dude. This is basically the band van, like 24/7. When we're on tour, like, these conversations are what makes the drives go by really fast. You know,
Michelle and Aki will talk for hours. It's just like listening to a podcast. It's incredible.
Yeah. Aki be like, "Oh, did you hear about Pablo Escobar's pachyderms?" And
it's wonderful.
The weirder the better.
Van.
Right?
Well, guys, it's been a fun night. I don't have anything else unless you guys have any additional Breath of the Wild tips for anybody out there, because this is the #1 Breath of the Wild metal band related podcast on the internet. So if you've got any hot tips,
yeah, take that, Master Sword.
Yeah.
I just started playing. Talking about it.
So for those of you, that's actually a decent thing to just touch on real quick. We are planning on Mad with Power this year. We are planning on having it. At the moment, it is scheduled for August 27th and 28th. All of the bands from 2020 are going to be on 2021. So we've got everybody coming back over for 2021's lineup. And obviously, we're not opening ticket sales until probably until March, so that we can see where the vaccine distribution is at. We want, at the time that I open ticket sales, I want the vaccine to be basically like, oh, you go down to your local Walgreens and you can get it. And I think we're going to kind of wait until that happens to open up ticket sales. But yeah. Hey, Larry gave us another $5 from Out of the Power. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
That button must be stuck. Thank you, Larry.
Larry is someone we definitely need to have hangs with once we're a little closer to in the clear here.
Yeah, and we can all get back in the same, like, down in the basement. We can all sit on the couch and be in the same room and do this live. And our harmonies will be better.
It's been a very long time since we're all in the same room doing a podcast.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, unless you have any other things to say, going once, going twice. Let's leave the last the last thing, the last phrase of the night. Aki, you're just pointing on my screen. You're just pointing into the side of the screen to no one.
Oh wait, I thought Brett's like to my side.
Well, to you, yes, but to
me.
No,
I see it's reversed now. No, okay. Wait,
for me, you're pointing to Ty on my screen.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give. You know what? We haven't done. It's been a while. I'm gonna give the last word to Brian. Brian, last word.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.